My name is Virginia Tyson, and I am in the Education Specialist Degree Program in Instructional Technology at Kennesaw State University. I began the program during the summer of 2019, and I will graduate this December. I'm currently a physical science teacher at Pierce County High School. The title of this capstone project is Using Technology to Improve Classroom Assessment Practices. When it comes to understanding how to best improve student learning in the classroom, the teacher must first understand what students know and do not know about a subject. If a teacher gives a multiple choice test with 50 questions and grades the test to find out that the student made a 60, there is a clear understanding that the student is not proficient in the material that is being tested over. All the teacher sees, though, is red marks and incorrect letters, A, B, C, or D. This provides the teacher with little to no understanding of where to go from here. Should all of the content be retaught? Did the students do well on questions aligned with certain topics and worse on others? Not being able to break down each test or quiz a student takes into data that aligns with the teacher's understanding with the student's needs is an area where Pierce County High School is struggling. If after every test or quiz we could instantly have a report of which questions were missed, which standards needed remediation, which standards the class understood as a whole, and which questions seemed to confuse all of the students, teachers could correct misconceptions and improve student learning. If misconceptions could be pinpointed before the end of the year test, student test scores would also be higher as their misconceptions would be corrected before the problem got out of hand. And this would result in a greater understanding of the material. My project is tailored to all content area teachers. I have seen many testing methods come and go, and the districts spend thousands of dollars for these tools. I would like to help bridge the gap between student assessment and understanding of student progress using a program called Edulastic. This program has been purchased by our district, and teachers are not excited for this change, as it will take time to learn the system and create assessments in the program. I have immediately found this program to be helpful and insightful for directing my teaching and therefore student learning. During our focus group meetings, teachers admitted to their confusion with the new tool and their lack of enthusiasm for the change. The teachers at our school need positive support and training opportunities to understand how to best use this tool in their classroom to improve student learning. To complete this project, I will first need to determine the students' availability, current concerns, and willingness to try new ideas in their classroom. I will do this by providing teachers with an online survey. After assessing responses, I will meet with administrators to discuss professional learning opportunities. Because of the need for improvement in student performance, the administrators are very supportive of using technology to assist teachers in their testing and understanding of student performance. I will find a team of 2 or 3 teachers based on the survey who will be my core group and that can assist with professional development sessions. Next, I will plan a professional learning opportunity and allow teachers to see how Edulastic is being used in my classroom. I feel if teachers are supported as they start this process, they will be more likely to continue the change over the next to a new technology-based assessment tool. After the conclusion of the capstone, I designed and implemented evaluations in the form of surveys and data analyzing teams to determine the overall effectiveness of the program. I wanted to see if professional learning had actually deepened teacher content knowledge and improved their pedagogical skills and increased student learning. In both December and May, I met with administrators to determine progress towards our goal of all teachers using the digital tool Edulastic to assess their students and collect data. We used our findings from surveys and online data to determine which professional learning experiences needed to be designed in order to deepen the teacher's knowledge and understanding of the program and its uses. During this past school year, one of the main focuses was to implement common assessments among the subject and ability levels in each department. This type of assessment would ensure that students were learning the same content regardless of their teacher, ability level, or grade level. In order to make analyzing data more thorough and understandable for teachers, a program called Edulastic was purchased to provide an online platform for assessment. Assessments could be linked to state standards, and teachers could analyze data, provide remediation, differentiate future instruction, and compare their data with school data, all with a click of a button. The need for this program became evident as teachers were seeing poor performance in their student grades and student achievement. Teachers would give a paper test, become overwhelmed in the grading and analyzing process, and give up on the grades and move on. The process of analyzing student data and progress determines how to best differentiate, and this was non-existent in teachers' agenda at Pierce County High School. Edulastic was thought to be a tool that would fix these problems and improve student learning. By having a tool online that automatically graded assignments and had questions aligned to the standard and DOK level, teachers could immediately see which standards were most and least understood and determine if remediation or acceleration was necessary. Hamilton suggests that teachers analyze data from multiple data sources before making conclusions about student learning needs in order to raise the achievement level of students throughout the school and at all ability levels and content areas. Teachers should be considering both formative and summative assessment data to help them better plan for lessons that address student misconceptions. Since the beginning of No Child Left Behind, there has been discussion about the need for data-based instruction in the classroom. Wayman, 2005, points out that the main issue and often the biggest setback is the lack of professional development opportunities to teach teachers how to use the software. This research confirmed the need for professional learning opportunities developed in the Capstone project. As I worked to assess teacher progress and need, I created individualized and whole group training sessions to ensure that teachers were not left in discouragement and without assistance as they converted their paper assessment methods to Edulastic. Completing this capstone project taught me so much more than I ever could have imagined about technology, facilitation, and leadership. By using a new technology tool to assess and evaluate student progress, I can better instruct my students in the most efficient way possible. At the start of the capstone project, I was able to research, recommend, and implement policies, procedures, programs, and funding strategies to support the implementation of the shared vision represented in the school district, state, and federal technology plans and guidelines. We know that our school needs new testing methods. We knew that then, and I was able to demonstrate my knowledge of various assessment methods that I researched. It was necessary for me to be skilled in understanding the budget, shared vision, and technology plan so that I could recommend Edulastic as the program that best fit the school needs. As I began the process of assisting administration with delivering this program and instruction to teachers, I modeled and facilitated the effective use of diagnostic, formative, and summative assessments to measure student learning and technology literacy, including the use of digital assessment tools and resources. After using these tools in my own class, I created a screencast and delivered live sessions where I modeled the effective use of Edulastic in my own classroom. Using data from my own classes, I modeled and facilitated the effective use of digital tools and resources to systematically collect and analyze student achievement data, interpret results, communicate findings, and implement appropriate interventions to improve instructional practice and maximize student learning. I used my own data results to show teachers in-person professional learning sessions, as well as recorded ones, on how they can use simple assessments to gain access to data that can drive their daily instruction with a click of a button. Throughout this project, I conducted needs assessments to determine school-wide faculty, grade level, and subject area strengths and weaknesses to better inform the content and delivery of technology-based professional learning programs that remained. The results of surveys and discussions with administrators were used to develop and implement technology-based professional learning that aligned with state and national professional learning standards, integrated technology, and supported face-to-face and online components. They modeled principles of adult learning and promoted best practices in teaching, learning, and assessment. At some point during the process, the results showed that teachers needed individualized help. During those times, I developed and implemented technology-based coaching sessions that were aligned to their needs. Completing this project was far from simple. I learned so much about the struggles and successes of being a technology coach, an instructional technology coordinator, and a data team leader. Throughout the years, some teachers lost interest, while others succeeded in their efforts to create a digital system of assessment and data analysis. The end goal was to improve student learning and test scores on summative assessments by using online assessment data to drive instructions. I saw improvements in student benchmark scores as students were receiving practice tailored to their specific learning needs. I am continuing this process throughout this year so as to provide teachers assistance as they work to create a virtual learning environment. Teachers are still working to convert their assessment over to Edulastic so that they can better assess students during the digital learning era.